I wanna ride with you. Always something special to remember. Every time we take a journey together.
I'm Veronica, Imaginovator and host, and welcome to the Shaboo Prince Artist Studio, where we'll play hard and embark on your new odyssey.
It's an inward journey of discovery using your enlivened sense of wonder. Each episode will offer you surprising experiences for deeper imagination and creativity to occur. This is your safe playground where you will discover and liberate your creative originality. Come on in and let's ride.
I wanna ride with you.
Hiya, I'm Veronica, your Imaginovator and artist, and welcome back to the Shaboo Artist Studio and your new odyssey. Yeah, this is our special time and place. This time is just for you to reconnect you with your original creative self, and I'm here with you to help facilitate that and support that. For instance, do you remember blanket forts? Did you ever build a blanket fort? Yeah, that's something from the past, isn't it? They were a blast, and every time I mention blanket forts to adults, there's a smile that comes up on their face, and that's because they gave us so much. And so this week, we're going to remember blanket forts and all the goodness that they gave to us, and look at some things that maybe we can bring back into our adulthood. Blanket forts.
Hiya, I'm your assistant, Imaginovator Veronica, and I will help you get the most out of your new Odyssey, a program unlike anything you've ever seen before. Each episode is a grab bag of various creativity experiences and activities that will get you thinking in new ways and increase your curiosity for your imagination and creative self-expression. All you have to do is sit back, have an open mind, and watch. And I guarantee you will get something good for yourself out of the next half hour.
Yeah, blanket forts. They were so much fun, weren't they? Immediately when a kid builds a blanket fort, the living room in which they're most likely going to build it is something else. Now it's no longer a living room, now it's a canvas. And the furniture within that living room, no longer furniture, but building materials. Blankets are no longer blankets, they're walls and dividers. So right away, the process of building a blanket fort changes the space that always was into something that could be. And not only that, but building a blanket fort requires putting imagination and creativity at the forefront for an extended period of time. It takes a while to build a blanket fort. So kids, for an extended period of time, are imagining and creating the possibilities, what it will look like, how tall, how many rooms. Isn't that amazing? So building blanket forts does something for the individual building it because they are putting imagination and creativity at the forefront for an extended period of time, and how joyful that process is. Remember that? And then there was the other part of blanket forts, which was going inside one. Wasn't that exciting? Remember that? Remember how your voice even sounded inside a blanket fort? The soft walls absorbing your voice, everything sounded different, and you didn't even have to do anything inside a blanket fort, but just be. That alone was fun. But if you did invite someone in, you were very conscientious and careful about who that was because you protected your space. And remember feeling really safe in blanket forts? Not even a dinosaur could crush the space. So there's a lot that blanket forts give us that we can rethink about as adults and reapply it metaphorically. Let's think more about blanket forts.
If you ever built a blanket fort, it's hard to forget. They weren't just a pile of blankets and cushions. You were weaving a cocoon of dreams. They're gateways to a world where creativity blossoms. As you draped every blanket, you constructed a space where your imagination took center stage, and that's the key. As adults, we may not build physical forts, but we can commit space and time in our living and working environments. They will provide mental space to encourage innovation, allow you to freely wonder without judgment, provide a place to experience the safety outside of your comfort zone, create a mental and emotional retreat that will reduce stress, improve clarity, and promote emotional well-being. Share your blanket fort with like-minded people, and you will improve connections and collaboration. Create a metaphorical blanket fort at home to connect with your original creative self. And if you're looking to up-level professional excellence and production, then create one at work. The most important point is that safe havens for your super imagination promotes super creativity. And coming here to your new Odyssey is like sitting inside your blanket fort for a half hour. It's good for your original creative soul. Let's now awaken your heart with an introspective question. Notice any resistance you may feel or messages from the mind that may keep you from your deeper knowing. Let your heart respond. Your heart never lies.
So I don't expect adults to literally go into their living room and build blanket forts, although that would be fantastic. But adults can reclaim the benefits of building a blanket fort into their adulthood metaphorically. You can create spaces that make you feel safe. You could put imagination and creativity at the forefront for an extended period of time and gain those benefits. And there are lots of ways that you can create that safe space to imagine and create and freely just be. And one of them being a kaleidoscope journey. So I think this is a perfect time for us to go on a kaleidoscope journey. So I'm going to put a QR code here, and you are welcome to use your smartphone to scan the QR code. You can download the coloring page we're going to use this week. You don't have to color to gain the benefits of a kaleidoscope journey, though. We have lots of things to help you enjoy the journey, but you can download it and color it another time, or you can gift it away. It's yours. So let's go on a journey. Let's go on a metaphorical blanket fort and inside that. But first, I think it's important for us to change from where we're at right here and go into someplace else, someplace into the possibility, and we can do that by relaxing. So let's start to relax, sit where you're at, get comfortable, feel the points of contact your body has with the chair where you're sitting, and let's take a nice long deep breath in and exhale nice and long. Let your shoulders start to relax, start to feel comfortable, both fuzzy and solid at the same time. Feels good. I am honored to be on this kaleidoscope journey with you and see what you see and share what you share. Let's ride.
Kaleidoscope journeys will transport you to an alternate positive state, but only if you let them. This is a powerful pause button for the mind so that you can use your heart to imagine in new ways. I will do all of the work. Just sit back and relax. Enjoy guided imagery, the power of color, inspirational music, and introspection.
Look what we've done so far with our golden ribbon and our new coloring page of fantasy. And today we'll continue with another ribbon that will help frame our composition. But first, let us take a moment to contemplate this inspirational statement. Your fulfillment requires uncovering the full expression of self. It will resemble no one else. So join me up here in the upper left corner where we'll start to color our second ribbon of this beautiful composition. It is a variant of the first gold, a little brighter, a little shinier, just like our futures. I wonder what Imaginovation blips you will have on today's journey. I wonder what blips I will see in my imagination on this journey together. What I do know is that colors open the heart, and that creating, like coloring on our journey, opens the heart. And when the heart is open, that's when the real magic begins to happen. And the fact that we're together with our hearts open only means the potential now is even greater. So let's hope big together. Two creators creating in one moment. Can you imagine the potential of that? And so I want you to know that while we're together, whatever you need from this coloring journey, whatever you hope for, whatever resides inside your heart, is made more clear because we're together. My intention for this kaleidoscope journey is to support you and what your original creative self needs. So while we're together on this journey, remember that you are safe to imagine far and wide, to let your mind rest. Take this opportunity. Use this journey to practice your creative freedom. Let's now travel together where you want to go. Tell me, what does this particular gold and yellow remind you of? Let your heart answer. What does this beautiful color remind you of? From your past, from your present, from your hopes, from something you've seen, maybe from something you've felt. Tell me, does this color feel warm to you or cool? Is it thick or thin? Is it solid or liquid? Every color has its own signature that your heart will recognize as your original creative self. Reacquaint yourself with this color. Allow your original creative self to introduce your adult self to all the things you enjoy truly. As a youth, did you see this color in the summer? Perhaps you saw this color in the winter. Perhaps it was a ribbon on a gift or in someone's hair. Wouldn't that be something if this colorful golden ribbon actually came back to help you remember who you were then by simply triggering a wonderful emotion or memory? Playing with color and imagining our ribbon helps us become aware of the fact that there is so much more going on than we could ever know or ever see. Here's a fun question. If this beautiful color had a name, what would it be? What does it feel like it would be called? Connect with this color and let it tell your heart what its name is. The more you allow the color to speak with your heart, the more intelligent it becomes. When you are swimming in the ocean, you are in another world, a world that belongs to marine life. When you're on a kaleidoscope journey, you are in a different world that belongs to color. Yes, you truly are adventuring, seeing things that few have seen, but that everyone senses is there. Enjoy this space and time and how special it is and what seeing it can do for you. These are experiences that can't be unseen or unknown, that you get to take back with you into your daily life. Remember the joy this color brought you as a youth and brought you now as an adult, and that it exists whether you remember it or not. It is woven in the background of everything. Let's now imagine diving into a pool of this color. What temperature is it? What does it feel like against your skin? Is there a taste? Maybe it's salty. Maybe it tastes like pineapple. Do you prefer coloring in curved spaces like this, or spaces that have right angles? This space reminds me of a river of color flowing upstream we go. Imagine we're on a boat and we're easily able to float on top of this color. Somehow I feel that this river will take us home like it always does. And that's the fun of Imaginovating. You're always safe and you always get to go home. I truly love sharing this space, just you and me, with no one else. No pressure, no stress, just joy and play and friendship and color. We are near the end of this week's Kaleidoscope journey. Say your goodbyes to this beautiful color until we return. I do hope that when you see this color again in your daily adult life, that you'll remember our journey together.
A like-minded friend is in town. Let's join them for a quick chat at the Imaginovation Station. Hiya, Colleen. It's so good to see you here in the Imaginovation Station.
Hey, so good to be here. Hi, curly-haired girl. Hi, friends. Great to be back.
I have a few fun questions that will help my friend here who is on a new odyssey. Tell us, Colleen, do you use imagination in your work? And if you do, how?
Oh, I'm always using imagination, not just in my work. I wake up and I start imagining my day. How I want to see my garden, what I want to create. It's imagination is the magic and the mystery. It just opens everything up.
Boy, howdy, are you right. So, with that in mind, how could using more imagination and creativity help in the work that you do?
It's always drawing on imagination. You know, I think it was the philosopher Ignatius that said, imagination is a gift from the divine. And so it's otherworldly. It just opens things up. It gets us out of our day-to-day world, our head, and just allows us to create, to play, to have fun, to have these brilliant inspirational ideas come in that are meaningful. We can act on them and do something with it.
Wow, it's so true that making time to imagine and create is good health sense. I'm curious, what does imagination mean to you?
Magic, mystery, stepping into divinity. Some people might not like that word. Whatever it is, it's bigger than us. We're part of the cosmos. We're part of something bigger. And it's playing in that space.
It's always fun to play with your far-out imagination and creativity, Colleen. I see why you have so much happy success. We'll see you soon. Play hard.
You too, and keep creating, right? Partners in creation.
That was fun. That's quite a ride. This is another week of getting reacquainted with your original creative self and all of the things that youthful creative person did that were beneficial then and can be beneficial to you now as an adult. You know, creating metaphorical blanket forts is not a crazy idea. Imagine, for instance, an office that provided you time to focus on your imagination and creativity, and then offered you the security and safety to freely wonder. Imagine how that would transform the office and your output and productivity, and probably increase your enthusiasm that Sunday night before going to work. Yeah, there are lots of ways we can bring what worked for us as youthful, creative people into our adulthood to make our adulthood better. One of them being creating a metaphorical blanket fort, focusing a certain amount of time on your imagination and creativity, creating a space in which you feel safe to freely wonder and just be. Imagine the applications of that and keep coming back here to your new Odyssey so that we can keep practicing what that feels like to create that, to put imagination and creativity at the forefront, to feel safe, to freely wonder without judgment. And that's my job here, is to help facilitate that for you. I can hardly wait till next week. I wonder what we're gonna do then, but it's gonna be fun. So come back next week where we'll play some more and go ever further into your imagination and creativity. But until then, don't forget to live big and play hard.
Visit our website for more program resources, and we welcome feedback.
An adventure begins.